Hi everyone, today I want to talk about arguably one of the most important accessories to buy for your Tesla Model 3, the floor mats for the front and the rear, as well as the frunk mats and the trunk mats and under trunk mats if you don't have them already. In the US, I noticed that the standard range Model 3s no longer come with the carpet mats anymore, and it's only for the long range and performance models. However, in Europe, all the models get carpet mats. But if you don't have mats, I do not recommend getting the standard Tesla carpet mats, because I will show you the mats that Yeslak has sent me for the Model 3, all-weather 2-in-1 mats that include a rubber bottom and a carpet top that goes on top, and how it is so much better than the one that comes from Tesla. These are the standard Tesla mats that come with Model 3 long range and performance models, and in EU the standard range as well. But the problem with these mats is that they're very flimsy and thin. I've never seen carpet mats that are this thin in any car, to be honest. I mean, the quality is good, but it's just very thin, so it doesn't feel very durable. If you compare with the previous Model 3, this part now is covered, the part where you rest your foot. But the problem is that you get a lot of gaps. So when you come out from a sandy area like this and you get into your car, the sand gets and grime gets underneath, so the mat's kind of pointless. I think it would protect the underneath, but you still need to vacuum it. You can't just lift it up and throw out the dirt easily. It doesn't trap the dirt very well, especially between these gaps. One annoying thing is that even though it's got somewhat rough back so that it holds onto this material, it kind of goes out of place sometimes. So it moves like this, and it never stays really straight, which I find quite annoying because I'm a little bit OCD. So for the OEM mats, they're not bad, but for $80 I don't think they're that great, especially if you don't have mats and you need to buy. To compare, these are the Yeslak all-weather mats. As you can see, I've used them, to been testing it out for the past few days now. Basically, it is an all-weather mat, and this bucket part actually goes into the car. I'll show you how nicely it fits. And it is actually a two-part mat, so this material part actually comes out, so you can throw out any dust or dirt that has accumulated. And as you can see, dirt or dust stays inside this tray area, so this never get into the car that easily. The quality is really good. One of my biggest gripes with rubber style mats is that sometimes it has an odor that can affect the smell inside the car. I'm happy to report that this smells like nothing at all. It doesn't affect the odor at all, even in the hot sun. And if your car's been baking in the sun, it doesn't emit any sort of odor. So it is a great product. I highly recommend it. And it's got a nice clip which gives you a nice tactile feedback and makes sure that this material section of the mat doesn't move when it's been clipped in. What I also like about this is that there's no branding on it, so when it's in the car it looks like it's OEM, meant for the car. I personally think that these are better than the Tesla OEM or weather mats, because those do not have this material, so you kind of get the best of both worlds with the Yeslak mats for the Tesla Model 3. I'm going to show you how to install it. I've just pushed my seat as far back as possible to make it easy, because I'm doing this with one hand. Basically, you put it underneath, you push it down, and you can see that it has a really nice seal. Fits extremely well. Excuse this dirt, this is actually from my shoe, but no dust is coming in through these gaps. It is very tight. It actually looks like it is part of the same finishing with the car, so it doesn't actually look like it's aftermarket at all. It looks amazing, to be honest. And the nice thing about this, like I said, is if you have any sand or grime, you can literally lift this whole thing up, throw it out and put it back, and the inside of your car stays clean. You can see that dust and stuff actually builds up over here. They actually have another product that wraps around here on the side. You can check it out on the website. You have best of both worlds. So this goes in over here and you can clip it in like this. Very sturdy, doesn't slide around at all. Has a nice thick carpet texture, nice thick section here for you to rest your foot. This is fantastic quality and phenomenal value. And obviously the set comes with the front as well as the rear mat. So the rear mat, I'll put it in as well. You can see that this trim almost looks like it's meant to be part of the car. This top part comes out as well. Makes it easy to clean, and you don't have to keep this in all the time, especially if you know that you're going to be going through some muddy area, you have kids in the back and you don't want their feet mudding up this carpet, you can take it off and your car is still protected, which is absolutely fantastic. The rubber mat goes underneath the seat, so there's no part that is left open. Obviously these parts can't be covered with the mat, but same situation, you have the material that covers the rubber, so it is very versatile, 2-in-1. And if you use my referral code Europe and a Tesla, you get 20% off your purchase, and there is free delivery worldwide. So along with the floor mats in my car, Yeslak has sent me the trunk mat. So basically this goes over the bottoms. If you use your frunk a lot to load wood or hardware that could scratch the base of the frunk, I highly recommend checking this product out. It looks like a nice carbon fiber material. It is very solid. The fit is extremely good. It feels like I can leave this in here permanently. It doesn't feel out of place at all, and as you can see from far, it literally looks like it matches this trim on the side as well. Moving over to the back, the trunk and frunk accessory mats include this top cover that goes over the top. So I mentioned in my previous review that this material looks like it's going to scuff quite quickly. You don't get this even if you're in Europe with your Tesla, no matter which model. So I think if you do load a lot of stuff in the back, it is also waterproof. It is very useful to protect your trunk. What's nice is, just like the floor mats and the frunk mat, it has a lip, so if there's any liquids, it won't easily go over into the sides, and your dirt will most likely get trapped on the mat rather than inside the upholstery itself. What comes with this kit as well is the under trunk mat. I didn't even think about this, but you can have this mat that goes underneath, so all the stuff that you put under here doesn't touch the bottom. I actually had an issue, some water leak in the bottom of my car, and actually I had a bottle of water that broke open and leaked into the bottom and causing some mold in the bottom of the car. I didn't even know about this, but if I had one of these mats that Yeslak is included that go underneath, this would have caught the water and kept the bottom dry. And it looks really nice. It's got a carbon fiber finish almost. And here are the mats at night. As you can see with the new Model 3 footwell lights, and they do look very nice indeed. They have this rubber material is actually much nicer than the foot pedals. I'm actually considering getting the replacement pedal or pedal covers for these, because these are shocking in my opinion. They are the worst pedals I've ever had in any car that I've owned. I love this detail where there's that rubber tab or plastic tab in the middle of the material section. Makes it easy to grab out when you're pulling the material part out of the car. And what is nice about it being two separate pieces is that if you for any reason need to wash the material mat, you do not leave your car unprotected from grime and dust from your shoes, because the rubber can stay inside the car. Obviously you could probably use the mats by themselves if you need to wash the rubber mats, but those dry very quickly and you can wipe them dry, unlike the material ones. As you can see, final views, these look really nice. I highly recommend it. Check out Yeslak's site, and remember to use my referral code for 20% off your purchase. If you buy these mats, all the trunk and front covers, you will get free international shipping. And check out all the other accessories as well. They have really cool accessories for the Tesla Model 3, Model Y, Model S, and Model X. So if you own a Tesla, definitely check them out. Their prices are very reasonable and they have really cool products. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.